Imagine the first time you meet someone. A school field, a football match, and there he was, the goalkeeper. With tousled hair, a long nose, deep eyes, and a white t-shirt, beads of sweat trickling down his forehead. The ball had hit my yellow and white sari. He had run up to me, apologizing. I didn't realize. I was angry, but I couldn't even say, "It's my mother's sari. You know how much trouble I'll be in." All I could do was stare. He had given a gentle smile. That evening, a storm had brewed, the gusty winds preceding the rain. The second meeting was in front of a bus stand. It was evening. I was returning from college. He had taken the last drag from his cigarette, thrown the rest in the dustbin, and asked from afar, "Did the stain come off the sari?" I had laughed and nodded. He had said, "You looked nice with your hair in a bun that day." A string of jasmine flowers would have enhanced the look. But he couldn't finish his sentence. The bus had arrived, and we had both startled. That evening, a storm had erupted. The bus had stopped due to the heavy rain. In the lightning, I had seen his surprised face. The third meeting was on the bank of a river, a dead river, a wooden skeleton. I had pointed to the dried-up river and said, "It needs water, it needs rain, it needs a huge wave, do you understand?" He had looked at me and said, "I understand you." A storm had whipped up that day in the month of Chaitra. The water had broken the river's dry spell, a branch had fallen on the riverbank. Amidst the destruction, no one had heard the tale of our love. The fourth meeting had been at a street corner. Both of us had just finished college and were jobless. I had 2 tutoring jobs to cover my expenses. I was walking on the sidewalk, head down, pen in hand. He had suddenly stopped in the middle of the road and asked, "Are you okay?" I had nodded, just like always. He had moved aside and said, "I'm fine too." I had walked past him. A few steps ahead, I thought I had moved on. Just then, from behind, he had shouted, "Will you wear your hair in a bun now?" Before I could turn around, the rain had started. I had run, my hair coming loose, my bun unraveling. Today was the last time I saw him. At the station square, the train was delayed due to a severe storm, bustling with stranded passengers on the platform. He had a large trolley bag coming down from the bridge, head held high, walking straight. He had stopped at the last step of the stairs and asked, "Is the train cancelled?" I had looked at the trolley bag and said, "It broke down at the next station." He had looked at me and said, "I'm going to Pune, to tie up the loose ends of my life. I have finally got a job." I had blurted out, "Did everything fall into place? Nothing fell apart? No knots left untied?" The rain had intensified. My sari palu had become disheveled, the hem had gotten wet. Just as I was about to turn around, his voice had reached my ears. "I will return one day. That's why I am leaving today." I had turned around to see him go, but I couldn't. A sheet of tin on the platform had broken right between us. Everyone was busy running around. He had probably walked away a long time ago. I looked at the broken tin sheet and said, "Animesh, you better come back as a storm." Some people disappear from our lives, but they remain in Facebook searches, in WhatsApp statuses, and last seen. They stay in a few dates on an old calendar, they stay in a poem, a song, or a particular scene in a movie, because all the stars of the night hide in the brightness of the day.